The other day, YouTube put out this statement on their social media. In response to creator feedback around well-being and targeted dislike campaigns, we're testing a few new designs that don't show the public dislike count. If you're part of this small experiment, you might spot one of these designs in the coming weeks. Example below. And the example that they provide is the picture seeing on the screen right now. I really do not like this at all. I guess you could say I dislike this. See what I did there? Anyways. Same with most of the rest of the YouTube community. YouTube is receiving a tsunami of backlash in response to this right now. And the reason I don't like this is because when I click on a video, one of the first things I look at, or rather the first thing I look at, is the like to dislike ratio to know whether or not I'm wasting my time or not with the video. It's an easy and fast indicator to know whether or not the video you're watching is bad. And there's a lot of clickbait garbage on this website, and I'd rather have that easy indicator to know, oh, this video I'm watching is actually stupid clickbait garbage. I'm not going to waste my time. And with the dislike count on, how the fuck am I gonna know that? Same with tutorial videos. Oh, with those videos especially, the like to dislike ratio is important to me because whenever I have a problem with something, typically with my electronics, one of my first instincts is to go onto YouTube and look up a tutorial on how to fix said problem. For example, a few months ago, my GameCube was having disk read issues, and I looked up a tutorial on YouTube on how to fix that disk read issue, and it was as simple as getting a alcohol wipe and gently rubbing it across the GameCube's laser, and surely enough, it worked. My GameCube has had zero issues since, and the first thing I looked at when I clicked on that video was the like to dislike ratio and the comments also, and the comments were flooded with, holy shit, I can't believe that worked, so obviously that was indicator enough that this video was trustworthy and it was worthy enough to give it a shot and try what the person was doing in that video, and again, it worked. My GameCube has been running perfectly ever since. I also remember that a few years ago I wanted to install a Game Boy Advance emulator onto my iPhone because I wanted to play Mother 3, and the way I got that Game Boy Advance emulator onto my iPhone was through YouTube videos showing me how to install said emulator onto my iPhone, and the first thing I looked at when I clicked on those tutorial videos was the like to dislike ratio, because those videos had links in the description leading you to websites that would install that emulator onto your iPhone, and I don't know what those links could lead to. For all I know, they could lead to a virus, or they could lead to something that would fuck up your iPhone severely. But thanks to the healthy like to dislike ratio these videos had, I knew they were trustworthy, and I clicked on the links those videos provided, and surely enough, I got a Game Boy Advance emulator onto my iPhone with zero issue whatsoever. How the fuck can I trust these videos with no dislike count whatsoever? And I know you might be saying, well, just go to the comments then and see what people have to say about the video. Who's to say the uploader doesn't filter out all the negative comments, have comment bots comment nice things under the video, and dupe the viewer into thinking the video is trustworthy, because now there will be no dislike count there, so they have the like count and the positive comments under the video to go by, and they will assume that it's a trustworthy video just based on that, and they click on whatever link the video provides in the description, and boom, they got a virus. Unfortunately, YouTube is filled with malicious people who will do things like that, and getting rid of the dislike count in this instance is actually dangerous. And I also want to bring up what some people who are defending this are saying. Some people bring up the fact that you can already disable the like to dislike ratio. What is the difference here? Well, at least disabling the like to dislike ratio currently is just something that is optional. If this is what people think it is, the dislike count will go away for every video and it won't be an optional thing. At this point in time, seeing a disabled like to dislike ratio is also a pretty good indicator that you clicked on a garbage video that is a complete waste of time, because the uploader was getting so many negative ratings and felt the need to disable the like to dislike ratio because they couldn't handle getting so many negative ratings. With what is potentially coming, you have no clue, and I'm sure canceled YouTubers in the future will love this feature, because now they can have the appearance of not being in hot water whatsoever, have the appearance that whatever is being levied against them is actually blown out of proportion, and not many people actually care, and they still have their large fan base because you'll only see the like count, you'll probably only see the positive comments, because I'm sure the uploader will filter out all the negative comments under their video, and again, the uploader will just have the veneer that things are going just fine and dandy, and that nothing is actually going on, and they will learn absolutely nothing from their mistakes. And I understand mass dislike campaigns do happen. I've seen so many people deny this, but yes, it does happen, especially if you pay attention to the political scene here on YouTube. It happens all the damn time. Hell, I was kind of at the receiving end of that at one point. I've made so many videos that have been bombed to hell and back with dislikes, but at its most prevalent last summer, I would make videos on topics that are not controversial in the slightest, just trivial videos on trivial subjects, and it was still guaranteed like 4 to 6 dislikes, and I could just upload a video of my cat Charlie at the time, and it would get like 6 dislikes. Hell, I talked about my grandmother dying around that time. That got like 8 dislikes. They really came out of the woodwork for that, but it never affected me. I never cared. And I know people are different, different things affect people differently, but still, me personally, I never really cared. I never paid it much mind. I never said anything about it. And thanks to that, it has died down significantly. If people really were affected by dislikes to the scale YouTube claims, why not just make it so a person can't like or dislike a video until they've watched at least half of the video? That's a fair judgment, right? Because I know there are so many people out there who dislike videos just based on the title alone, and they don't give the video a fair chance. And there are people who sub to channels they don't like just to dislike their videos upon release. So if you really want to filter those people out, why don't you just do that? You'll probably see a significant decrease in the amount of unfair dislikes a channel gets, because I know there's a lot of dedicated trolls out there, but I highly doubt there are many dedicated trolls that would watch half of every single video a person they don't like on YouTube puts out just to dislike the video and then leave. And I know what some people might be thinking, well, wouldn't this decrease the amount of likes a video would get too, because there are plenty of fans out there who like uploaders' videos upon release? Sure, yeah, maybe a little, but I'd say a dedicated fan is far more likely to watch at least half of a channel's new video than a dedicated troll would. So I'd say if this were to be implemented, it really wouldn't affect the amount of likes a video gets, but yeah, whatever. That's just my 2 cents on this subject that the YouTube community is currently blowing the fuck up about. Holy shit. But YouTube is not going to listen. They claim to care about feedback, but they don't. Every time they unveil something that much of the community hates, they just ignore what the community has to say and force it upon the community anyways. Remember abbreviated sub counts? Remember how much people hated that? We still have that to this day. YouTube doesn't give a fuck at all, and that kind of proves that complaining about this is counterproductive, because this is likely going to be a change that will affect all channels and be a non-optional thing, but whatever, shut the fuck up. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.